Hi friends, ERIKATESLA here. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for deciding to click on this video, and if you're returning, it is so good to have you back. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I am so thrilled, so excited, so proud of my wonderful friend Amanda of Makeup Just for Fun for her collab with Fantasy Cosmetica Cosmetics. And I want to talk to you guys about her collection today. So she has collabed with the indie brand Fantasy Cosmetica, and I became familiar with them at Creators and Friends, which is where I also had a chance to meet Amanda in person. Prior to that, she and I had connected over Instagram. We would chat with each other, and you know, meeting her in real life was so much fun. We both have, I think, a similar sense of humor. Like, we both enjoy the same type of humor, so we hit it off. And I love Amanda. I think she's an incredible person. So I say that to say there is some bias coming into this review because I just think she's great. And I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy for her. So I really just wanted to do this video to talk about the collection and do some makeup with you guys. So if you're interested in that, definitely keep on watching. So let me show you guys the collection itself. I want to start with this candle, okay? So Fantasy Cosmetica, I have two other palettes from them that the brand kindly gifted at Creators and Friends, but like, this is my first time getting a collection with the candle included, and it smells really good. This is called Whispering Woods. This is gonna be such a nice cozy candle for the fall, and honestly, this is one I probably would burn during the holidays as well. It's not like a super intensely like overpowering pine scent, but it does have that smell of like the woods and a little bit of like kind of pine scent, but like in a very nice way. And it's just a beautiful candle itself. Like, I love this shade of green. And then the collection also includes 5 glosses. These are the tinted lip balms actually. So there are 5 shades, and each shade has a unique scent, and they all smell really good. So I will tell you, this shade Twilight on the website, it is described as having a vanilla cupcake scent, and this is like a sheer purple. We have the shade Cozy, which has a salted caramel scent, and it's a mid-tone pink. Then you have Elixir, which is what I have on right now. Guys, it smells so good. It smells like iced coffee, and it made me think of the Summer Friday lip balm that has the iced coffee scent to it. Then we have Pomander, has a spiced orange scent, and it's a sheer orange shade. And then finally we have Crackle, which is honey scented. It smells so good, and this is a sheer nude with fine gold shimmers, and this is just really beautiful as well. So you could see that you can build these up a little bit. They're sheer, but if you wanted to, these lip glosses or the lip balms I should say, are just really a pleasant surprise. I think they are a great addition to the collection. Now let's get into the palette, okay? Odin's Eye did a collab with Amanda, Betty Jean of Batty Bean, and Lauren May of Lauren May Beauty, and this is very much in line with Amanda's style. So this kind of dusty green and purple shades, and like this kind of grungy like golden shades, if you will. Like, just, it's really pretty. So I'm gonna actually put up some swatches for you guys as well of the palette so you can see. These colors are really rich. I personally really appreciate this because not only are the shades really complementary, but like they're really pigmented, and I think if you have medium to deep skin, like these colors will look incredible on you. If you have lighter skin, this is really pretty if you like those deeper looks for fall. It's just a really beautiful color story, and you can get a little bit colorful if you want. You can go like more monochromatic. I really think it's a nicely curated autumnal color story. Lastly, before we get into the tutorial, my friends, I just want you to take a look at these like adorable earrings. As part of the PR package, Amanda included a pair of earrings from her brand, just for fun style. I picked these. They're so pretty. I have another pair of her earrings that she gifted me at Creator and Friends, and then a pair that I have purchased previously. I love her earrings. They're just really dainty, very pretty, and I really like them. So thank you, Amanda, for making sure I got this collection. There's a little bit of a story which I will share at the end of the video, but yeah, these are so cute. I really love them. So let's go ahead and get into the tutorial, and then I'll share my final thoughts on this collection. I'm gonna start with some Willow Oak in the crease, which is this really beautiful mustardy yellow shade. We're gonna put that in the crease. I'm using my Sigma E25 brush. This is going on, I mean, I know I swatched this, but this is even deeper than I thought. So I'm gonna actually keep this on the outer part. I am really impressed with the pigment. I know this is meant to be deeper and more autumnal, but it's still really impressive to be able to start out with this amount of pigment. It's really, really nice. That is a beautiful shade, and it's giving me contrast. Now I have a more yellowy undertone, but I don't feel like this is muted. I really like this kind of shade of yellowy, mustardy, kind of funky yellow green color. Willow Oak, that's really nice. We're gonna take some and put that on the other side as well. I want to get this look for you guys because I was a little bit late getting the palette, and that was on me. But we have it here. I'm really excited to be wearing this out later. My looks tend to be a little bit more on the could I feel comfortable wearing this out type vibe. Not that there's anything necessarily unwearable. I feel sometimes where I live, people are a little bit less adventurous with their fashion. I live in a suburb. I was actually listening to this really interesting TikTok recently where the creator was talking about how sometimes people feel intimidated or overwhelmed like when you dress up, and I think that that can be true for makeup as well. And when I do my looks, I'm not necessarily considering other people per se, but I would be lying if I said it didn't influence sometimes how I will like wear my makeup, especially when I'm gonna do more intense or less quote unquote standard colors, like maybe anything outside of like a neutral look, because I do tend to get a lot of compliments on like my more neutral looks, because I think that's what a lot of people, at least where I live, tend to wear, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think I'm not around a lot of daily makeup wearers. I would say that when I go out with my friends, for sure they'll put on like a full face. My girlfriends do love to dress up and put on makeup and stuff like that, but I would say in my day-to-day life, I'm not really around people who are inclined to wear a lot of makeup, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not really like a complaint or anything. So I took some of the shadow off, guys, and I'm just like using the residual to like pull the color in, because I have an idea of what I want to do, but I want to just keep blending this shade out. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, it's really interesting when you're somebody who likes to wear really colorful shades. Like when I first started experimenting with like more colorful shades, I probably went out looking like a straight up clown, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I wasn't really blending things out. So I think the effect was like a little bit more harsh for sure. But over time, as I have been working on my technique and working on my style, I feel like I've gotten to this place where I wear the colors I like, but I do it in a way where, for me at least, it's something that I feel comfortable taking outside of my home. Because I will say there is a difference sometimes between the Instagram pictures that we see and then wearing that makeup out in real life, and I feel like my goal is to always find that balance in between, like what's something that I love the colors, but then at the same time I find it to be flattering if I were to go out in real life and wear it to, say, the grocery store. And I feel like that's the balance that I'm always trying to find, and I'm just blending this out. That is very key, just blending this this out. And I have a back to school night tonight for my older son, and I feel like the families there are used to seeing me with my funky eyeshadow shades. Actually, I'm really lucky because a lot of the moms I know are super sweet and really supportive of the fun, colorful eyeshadow looks and things like that. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some Longleaf Pine. I'm still using the same E25 blending brush. I'm gonna tap a little bit of the excess off. These mattes are so beautiful and pigmented, and I'm not even like really putting on so much color. I think the formulation so far of these shades I've tried is really stunning. It's going on really beautifully, and as someone again with a little bit of that textured skin in the eyelids, I'm really impressed. It's not dragging across the lid. Like the mattes feel really smooth, and I would say that was also true when I was swatching these. I'm really impressed. I like this color story. I think if you have a deeper skin tone, these colors will definitely show up on you. There is no ash happening, and the mattes are smooth, and this color story is just stunning. It's such a beautiful autumnal color story. And actually would say if you have a deeper skin tone, this is also a really nice approach to neutrals in a way, right? Because the shades aren't necessarily bright, but they are very rich and they're deep, and I really like the color payoff that I'm getting here. This is really, really nice. I'm really happy with that. So then I'm gonna go in with my, oh, this is like the tough part, choosing a shimmer, but I know which one. I'm actually, okay, I'm kind of doing a little quad situation here because I know I want to use Harvest Moon and Emerald. So I'm going in with my rougher 2 brush with this shade Emerald, and I'm gonna see how it goes on with the brush. Oh wow, wow. Okay, Jordan and Amanda, I see you. I like this brush because it's giving me some control. Sometimes with the finger it gets a little wild, but this Rephr number 2 brush is giving me control over the placement because this color is incredibly pigmented. This is a beautiful green shimmer. That is so stunning. Very, very stunning. I mean, I'm not surprised because I swatched these. So this is, I swatched this already. I'm doing the look now. So I had an idea of how the shades would look, but just putting it on, this is such a dream. This is so nice. This is really, really good. And I'm loving how the brush is giving me the control that I want, because what I want to do next, I'm going to go in with the Rephr 28 and I'm going to take some Harvest Moon and I'm going to go in here in the inner part of the lid and add Harvest Moon because I wanted to do 2 shimmers today. I wanted 2 shimmers and it is blending like a dream. These are playing so nicely together and they're responding well to being applied with a brush. Of course, you can go in with a finger and put them on that way as well. It's really up to you, but I just know for what I wanted to do, this is really nice because I'm enjoying being able to apply this so precisely. And so far, I don't see any flakes or shimmers or anything falling out on my face right now, which is really, really nice. But that's really pretty. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is so good. And I'm gonna go back in with Rephr 2, go back in with a little bit of Emerald, and I'm just going back and forth and making sure that that transition between the 2 shimmers is as seamless as possible. And I've got a little bit of an ombre situation happening. Now I'm going to go in with this pencil brush and I'm going to take a little bit of, you know what, I'm going to stick to the quad that I wanted to do. I'm going to go in with Longleaf Pine and apply that here on the outer part of the lower lid and pull that in, and I'm telling you, a little bit is going a long way. This is definitely a melanin friendly palette, which is really, really nice. I think if you have a deeper skin tone, you definitely, like if you're my complexion, this is really, really nice. I'm not having to struggle at all to build up the color. If anything, I want to go bit by bit and not overdo it. Now I'm going to go back in with the E25 and just fix this little part right here because I wasn't necessarily trying to go for like a reverse cat eye. So we'll go back in and just blend that little corner out. I might go back in with a little bit of Longleaf Pine and just deepen this part a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna clean this up with some concealer too, so I'm not too worried about it being like super duper messy. And then I'm gonna take my other pencil brush. I have an even smaller, cuter baby pencil brush. This is the Rougher 23, and I want to take some of this Scorpio shade here. This is a really cool shade, and I'm gonna pull it down here for a little bit of that shine. And I again really appreciate how this smaller brush is giving me that control that I want. And I really like how this look has come out, you guys. This is really pretty. It's giving me autumnal vibes for sure. And I'm just pulling that down, and I'm gonna take the 3 brush again, and then I'm just gonna continue to like blend this out. I think it's really nice when you have these smaller brushes. They give you that control because it's really easy for like the color to just go way too far down if you have like a bigger brush. But this is just letting me buff out the edge of the color I applied to this part of the eye, which is really nice. I really enjoy the rougher brushes. Every time they have a sale, I have to control myself because I have a pretty lovely brush collection, and I need to use that brush collection and not buy every new brush that comes out. But this is really nice because it's kind of diffused that color a little bit, and I really am liking the effect. And then I'm just going back in with my E25 and I'm like buffing around this area and blending that out. And so it's a little smoked, but it's smoked and then a little bit smooth. And I only have foundation on, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm going to actually put on the rest of my face. So I'm gonna put on some concealer. I had not put concealer on up to this point just because I wasn't sure what the fallout situation was gonna be with the application of the shimmers, the mattes, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna go clean up my face, put on the rest of my products, and I will be back to share my thoughts on this collection. So I'm brought you in a little bit closer so you can actually see how the lip glosses from the collection look on my actual lips. So first up we have the shade Twilight, which is this really pretty purpley shade. And when I swatched it, it looked so pretty on the arm. So let's see how this looks on the lips. And I don't have anything else on, so this is just a little layer of Twilight. So you can see it gave me like a little bit of a lavender tint. It's a really pretty shade. Next up we have the shade Cozy, which is a very pretty pink. And this shade looks a lot like my natural lip color, but it just amplifies it a little better. It gives it a little sheen. And it smells really yummy too. This is the shade Cozy. I really like it. I like it with this eye look in particular, and it smells good and it feels really nice on. Next up we have the shade Elixir, and this one's like a more neutral shade. The other shade was a little pinkier. Oh my god, this smells like coffee. It smells like an iced coffee, guys. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, and it's pretty, and I like this a lot. Okay, you're giving Summer Friday a little run for her money. Okay, this is such a pretty shade, and it smells really good. Really good. Next up we have Pomander, and oh sorry, that's not the right one. We have Pomander, or Pomander. Am I saying that right? Oh wow, that is, so this has an appley scent. I love shades like this with a green look. Like I think orange and green and like peachy and green eyeshadow together. Smells amazing. I really like this one. And then finally we have the shade Crackle, and this one has little sparkles in it, and it smells like honey. Oh my gosh, these all smell so freaking good. I'm obsessed with this one too. It's a little more nude. I love light nudes, like pale nudes like this as well. It smells like honey. The first one, Twilight, had a little bit of a vanilla scent to it, but each one has its own unique scent, and I don't know, it's hard to pick a favorite because these are all smells that I like. I like all of these. These are just such cozy smells. I don't know. This is tricky. I don't know which one I'm gonna finish off my look with, but this is really pretty, Crackle. Okay, so I'm back. You guys had a chance to see the tutorial of how I got this look, or mostly how I got this look. So this is the finished look. I'm really happy with how everything came out. I think it looks really beautiful. The palette is incredible, guys. The lip products are beautiful. The candle smells good. I think this is a really solidly beautiful collection. As I become more familiar with Fantasy Cosmetica's formulas, like I have to say, I was a really big fan of how the matte shades that I used in the collection performed. I'm really excited for my next look with this palette to get into the more purpley shades here on this side. I like how you could do this in like trios or quads, so you have just a lot of really fun options here. You could do a one and done look. I mean, if you wanted to just do, sometimes I like to do an all matte look, or sometimes I just want to do one shimmer. And then I believe Jordan, who is the owner of Fantasy Cosmetica, I believe it's her husband who does the artwork for the brand, which is so nice. So there's an artisanal touch to the packaging on the collection itself. And then if you look at the mirror here, I'm trying not to like blind you guys, but like just this artwork inside of here. So I love that. And you guys, I'm obsessed with these tinted lip balms. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm glad I was like greedy, okay? And I said I wanted to try all of them because I really like each of these shades. And again, if you are a lip liner girly, you go in with a brown lip liner and one of these glosses, like I feel like it's a very nice look on the lips. So I'm really, really happy with these. I just want to say thank you so much to Amanda and Jordan for sharing this collection with me. The story that I want to just briefly tell you guys before I wrap this video up was that I missed the email asking for my address, and I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Well, actually, you know what? I do know why I did that, because I looked at it and it was right after school started for my kids. And where I live, school started at the last week of August, and you guys, like, there was just so much going on that week. I had filled out the PR form saying, yes, I definitely want to try this collection, which I think is a really smart thing to do, and see if people want to try it. And I guess I didn't fill out my information all the way, because Jordan follows up, sends me an email, which she probably thought I was ignoring her, which I wasn't. I'm just, you know, a mess. And so I see all of my fellow content creators talking about this collection coming up, and I'm like, hold on a second, didn't I fill out the form for that? And I look, I see I missed her emails, and she sent it to me, I think 2 more times, guys. Like I am a mess, so I need to clean out my inbox. So that was totally on me. So of course I messaged Amanda, I messaged Jordan. I'm like, I am so sorry, guys. This is on me that I did not follow up on these messages. And it definitely was one of those instances of like, please charge it to my head, not my heart, because I just had a lot going on with getting kids back to school and whatnot. And both of them were just the sweetest, most gracious. Amanda's like, I want you to have this collection. And Jordan was like, don't worry, we're sending it out to you. And so it got to me, of course, and I'm just really grateful. And I will say, at any size, whatever size content creator you are, but particularly as a smaller content creator, it just means so much when brands are willing to work with you and share their products with you. And you know, I don't do this full time, so it can be a little bit tough to keep up, but I'm trying my best because I really want to talk to you guys about these products. I don't want to build my my channel, and so I really appreciate these opportunities to receive products that allow me to do that and talk to you guys about them. So again, I just want to reiterate my gratitude to Amanda and Jordan and just, you know, her team and everybody that's working with her. I'm just so grateful. I'm really, really grateful. And I'm so proud of my friend. She did a beautiful job on this collection. If you're thinking about it, the full collection has a bundle deal where you get the palette. Let's see, I think you can get the palette, let's see, the lip balms and the candle, all for $120. So that is a $17.43 savings versus buying the items individually. So there's that bundle deal. The palette itself retails for $44.99, and then the you could do just the palette and the balm bundle, not the candle, for $92 if you don't want the candle. Although I have to say, like, this candle is like really nice. It smells really good. And then you can do the lip balms. You can do them individually as well, or you can buy the 5-pack for $50. So you do get a savings if you decide to bundle the items either, you know, in different groupings. So you have like a bunch of different options. I have to say, like, this palette, the quality is really, really incredible. I am really impressed with the shades in here, and I think this is a beautiful palette for the fall going into the winter. And I'm really obsessed with these tinted lip balms. They feel so good, guys. They feel amazing, amazing. Anyway, I could ramble on, guys, but I'm gonna wrap this video up and just say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Please make sure to like this video if you enjoy content like this. Leave me a comment down below. I want to know what you guys think about this collection. Have you heard of the brand Fantasy Cosmetica before? Are you into indie brands? Or, you know, what are you wearing for fall? I would love to know your thoughts. And then finally, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you join my little corner of the internet where we hang out. I keep it chill over here. And as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you are having an awesome day. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.